All right, just want to show a quick DIY repair on these little guys. This is the adjustment screw for the compression and the rebound on the top of a, what are they, Marzocchi 45 fork that came on my 1999 KTM 200 EXC. So basically, I had a seal that was leaking on the fork, so I went to take it apart to replace the seal. And when I was backing these out, this one, the top of it here, broke. It's just a little flathead. It's just a one-piece brass. In fact, this one broke too. And I JB welded it, and it seems to be good. It's just one of these little ends came off, and I JB welded it back on. I think I'm just going to run with it. This one broke completely. Here's the two little pieces. Broke right off the top. And good luck trying to find these parts. So basically, I'll show you what I did. Pretty nifty little repair job here. So for these to come out, you just screw them all the way through the bottom, and they can't come out the top. And then once everything's assembled, it can't go all the way out the bottom because there's a rod that sits on the bottom of this. But anyways, what I did was I cut this whole top off. If you can see that. I cut this whole top off and then drilled a hole down inside here. And then I just drilled it just a little bit bigger than this little guy. And then just forced this down into it. I just put a lot of pressure and screwed it in because this is a hardened steel and this is brass, so it was able to kind of thread its own way in there. And this thing is in there so good. I was gonna put red Loctite on it, but it doesn't even need it. I mean, it's in there tight for sure. So yeah, then it's holding really good. Put the little O-ring in there. Fits great. And yeah, so just a quick little DIY. If you find yourself these old ones, these old forks, the adjustments are a little flathead. And God, why? I hate flathead anything. It should all be Allen or Torx, ideally Torx. And new forks are set up differently. They don't have this crappy design that's weak. But I mean, this thing is 20 years old, so it held up fine over the years. But now I can adjust it again because this broke. This one broke a couple of months ago when I tried to adjust the fork. This was on the rebound, and it just broke off into two little pieces, and or it broke off into one piece, and then they were stuck in there, and I had to pick them out, and then it came out in two pieces. And then this one broke when I disassembled it here this last time. I'm just gonna go with it because this was a bit tedious. You know, to try to drill a hole perfectly down the center of this was definitely, you could easily screw it up. So I'm gonna just go with this one, and hopefully it holds up. And if it doesn't, whatever. These caps, they're pretty easy to pull off the top of the fork. You don't even have to drain the fluid or anything. So anyways, that's a DIY fix for a damaged adjustment screw on your 1999 Marzocchi 45 millimeter fork. On this one, it came on the KTM EXC 200, but I know it's on the Huskies. It's on, I think it's on the Gas. They were putting those forks on a lot of the bikes. They're conventional, not upside down. They're conventional forks, but they're actually a pretty good fork. It's just it's really hard to find parts for it. But yeah. Also, if you guys have any other questions, the way that these, once you put these inside here, so they thread in the bottom, then there's a set screw that goes in here with a little ball bearing and a spring, and that pushes up against inside these little grooves, and that gives you the click feel when you're adjusting it. So anyways, if you have any other questions, hit me up in the comments. Thanks.